Happy Friday, and welcome back to the Underground Broadcast.
Live.
Cheers, everybody. Aw, yeah. What up, motherfuckers? We're back at it again. Another day, another dollar. You know how it goes. Let me hit it for you motherfuckers over here. We're gonna hit it first for none other than our very own Los Angeles, Sacramento, representing norteños, sudiderneños, and the ones in the middle too, motherfuckers. I'm talking about none other than Street Team Tony.
Yeah, but you know, while you were singing that, I wrote another tune, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
What you got that costume on for, man? You ain't no cholo, you're a culo. You ain't no cholo, you're a culo. Takes a lot of cojones to be a cholo. You ain't no goddamn cholo. Why you got that on? Why you got that costume on? Because that's all it is. For you, it's just a costume. Take it off, homie. Take it off.
Cheers, Tony. Thank you for being here, you son of a bitch. All right, let's hit it for motherfucking none other than... excuse me for that. Super Saiyan Joker.
I want to have the world's most comfortable pair of ultra soft.
Cheers, Joku. Thanks for being here, guy. And let me hit it for Roast. I don't have an intro for you, Roast, but we still gotta represent every day of the week.
Live.
You know what it is, Roast? I do want to give an extra special shout out to none other than Roast and Super Saiyan Hoku, who have continued to support this channel. Thank you, guys. Our goal is now to update or upgrade the AI because last week we ran out of all the tokens. They only give us like 4,000 tokens, but you gotta understand, every time I make a video, it's like 150 tokens and shit. And then like the AI is not perfect. So when it gives me a video and it's fucked up, then I gotta correct and tell it, okay, don't make it do this that you did, fix it. And so it's wasting shit until I finally get the perfect video to fucking show you guys. And so that's why shit gets wasted. But if we upgrade that bitch, we'll have more tokens. So we're at 37 right now. Thank you, Roast, and thank you, Super Saiyan Joku. Thank you guys supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys. As always, whatever you donate at the Ko-fi.com/The Underground Broadcast will only be used for the Underground Broadcast. Don't think I'm buying drugs or alcohol or paying my bills with it, okay? I suffer just like each and every one of you. Anyways, thank you very guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram, on X, and on Rumble. But you have to search the Underground Broadcast because we don't have a fucking thing. Because we gotta have 20 motherfuckers following us on fucking Rumble. And for Rumble to fucking acknowledge us as a fucking channel. So yeah. Anyways. Oh shit. Pressing the wrong buttons. Anyways, let's get the fuck out of here and get this show on the road. And let's start with none other than the weekly political news.
Is on. Hello. Hello, no ho. Okay.
In the Ice Age, how much taxes did people pay?
Richard Nixon, surprisingly, had problems.
You could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a...
The dark side is very powerful in Biden.
That's a banana republic without the banana.
I'm being indicted for you. Thanks a lot.
Jesus was arrested.
His gaggle of crackpot lawyers.
I say sometimes to a lawyer, are you sure you want to represent me?
His weight is listed 215.
He looks good, and he looks hard.
You'd rather let
What?
As always, we are going to start with the goddamn disappointments of the week. We'll start with our foreign disappointments because, believe it or not, something kind of good for once in America happened. Not in America, it happened somewhere else, but it was good for us. Let me explain. this past week all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and X or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of gay, non-binary, mentally unstable, woke activists decided to all travel to the Middle East and march to Gaza to liberate the Palestinian people. And, well, it went as exactly how you think it was gonna go. They got a real fucking taste of reality. Yeah. All of a sudden, when they got there, they didn't even make it to Gaza. I think they only got as far as Egypt. Because as soon as they got there, the Egyptians were all like, no. Number one, we don't like homosexuals. Number two, we don't like this pink, blue hair bullshit and you motherfuckers wearing glasses and shit. All of us are too poor. We don't have glasses over here. And a lot of us have bad vision. So it's already disrespectful. They were not gonna tolerate this ass. And they were literally grabbing them and throwing them in buses and hauling them out of there. It's literally what Trump is doing to the illegals over here. They're doing it to them over there. So now you know what it's like in the real world, you dumb pieces of shit. Cheers!
Live.
What a bunch of fucking idiots. Do you understand? These people don't give a fuck about you. They hate Americans. They hate your privileged ass. Oh, I went to Harvard and my professor told me that I was gonna change the world. And so I am the one who's gonna free the Middle East. Me and my Ivy League colleagues who all went to school and never experienced life like the rest of us. You dumbasses. There you are, traveling to another country, thinking you're Jesus and shit. You dumbass. A lot of these women got raped. The men too. And you know what? It is what it is. All right? The laws allow it. You're over there fucking up, they get to fuck you. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's they call it a Sharia law or some ass. Oh my God. Look, you see that guy? Looking. You're next, bitch. You're next, he said. You don't fuck around. You don't fuck around. But yeah, a lot of these kids did not know what to do, you know, and a lot of these some of them were not even kids, they're older people, but you know, they're really educated. They spend 15 years in college. They don't even have jobs because they took that long. They just stayed in college and we paid for their education with our tax dollars because their scholarships and shit. So they never really had jobs. They want to go over there because they think they're smarter than the rest of us. Yeah. Here's one of the people that's smarter than the rest of us, everybody.
This is an emergency. We have just been violently dragged into the buses here at the first checkpoint on the way to Ismailia. We were sitting quietly and not doing anything. We were debating that we would leave soon in taxis back to Cairo because we did not break any law. And all of a sudden, several people stormed in and they started to push people and drag them violently outside. They have beaten people. I have seen one woman that was beaten in her face in front of me. They didn't leave time to grab the luggage or anything.
Look at that poor little girl. She never even been out in the sun. That sunburn from the Egyptian hot sun burned the shit out of her skin. Did you see that? Yeah, bitch. Oh, it was horrible. They punched the lady and they threw us in the buses. Look how they're carrying that old lady. They're just carrying her from all fours and shit. Yeah. They didn't let us take our luggage. You see this shit? This is what we should be doing over here to the motherfuckers that are protesting. Put them in buses and send their asses to Mexico with the illegals they're trying to fucking save. That's what we need to be doing. Exactly what the Egyptians did. God damn it. Yeah. You think I'm crazy? Here's another nut job over there, and he's pouring his heart out trying to make a difference, everybody.
Where is your heart? I believe that the people of the Arabic nations have a white heart. I believe you are good people. They are starving children.
والشجاعة والشهامة والأطفال
I tried to feed these children and they shot at me. They beat me in the desert for feeding starving Islamic children. For the love of life and for the love of humanity.
وين الإنسانية التي تجمعنا العروبة الإسلام.
They're babies and women. I will beg you, allow us to march to Palestine. Please, you've got to listen to me.
Please, you got to listen to me. I'm woke as fuck. Yeah. I came here to feed children and shit. The soldiers are literally rolling their eyes at the sad, pathetic man who's crying. Yeah. He doesn't understand that the people he's trying to feed are Shia Muslims, all right? And us motherfuckers on this side of the border don't like the Shias. So we don't give a fuck if they starve. Not me, that's the soldier. The guy right there. You gotta understand the culture over there, motherfucker. They don't live like us. These dumbasses think they could go over there and do the exact same thing they're doing over here in America and they're gonna be okay. You dumbasses. I really hope a lot of them are in jail right now. That way they don't have to come back to America. But goddammit, you know damn well they're gonna get deported over here. Because that's what happens when you go illegally to another country and you start fucking up. Alright? You get deported. And that's what's happening over here in America. So I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. Other countries are doing it too. It's right here in front of you. Why are you giving Trump shit? You went to Egypt, you went to Gaza, and you got your ass kicked out. Because you're fucking up. That's what happens to the illegals over here. Wake the fuck up. This is the way you behave in another man's country. For fuck's sakes. Yeah. But these kids don't understand. They think that the rest of the world should be what they believe. The rest of the world should be their little fucking fantasy world that they fucking made up in their head, or their professor, their fucking professor over there at Harvard and Yale told them that the world could be a magical place and your thoughts become realities and shit. Yeah. Here's reality check, motherfucker. Arab fist in your face, bitch. Now get your ass back to America. Yeah. That's the way it's going. Not me. That's the way they were received over there. Yeah. But you think I'm still fucking us? And the man's one of these guys. He's just being a hater. That's what he does. No. I am not a hater. I am not educated. I am very, very honestly going to say that I'm pretty fucking stupid. All right? I know I'm not smart. If I was smart, I'd be rich as fuck right now. And I wouldn't be doing this YouTube channel for about 2 motherfuckers. I'd have millions of subscribers. But I don't know how to do that. I haven't figured it out yet. But anyways, I'm not smart. But these dumbasses who went to school and college are supposed to be smarter than me. But somehow, they are fucking morons.
Everybody listen!
Please listen to me.
Your name, please. Yes, brother, speak.
Can you declare yourself?
Hold on.
He doesn't need to.
We are the police and we are announcing through our police, okay?
Respect the country.
Please respect our country and listen to us.
Respect.
We are
We just asking with politeness. I can go. Listen. I can with total respect. I can go. Okay.
You can't stay. This is against this country law. You can't stay there.
We can't stay here.
I am warning you that I want to stick. You suppose all respect our country and our law. Okay? So your message has been already received and you can go back and turn back to Cairo. We're supposed to arrange all of that.
We could do it in America.
Okay.
Why can't we do it here?
I don't think we need to see that again. All right, let's see that again.
We could do it in America.
Okay.
Why can't we do it here?
What are you doing here?
Let's see that again.
What are you doing here? It's against our law.
Now.
We can do it in America, sir. Why can't we do it here? What the fuck are you doing in our country, you idiot? How embarrassing. How embarrassing. That man just put us down, the whole country. That fucking dumbass, that fucking doctor, or with his master's degree, who still doesn't have a fucking job, by the way. He just put the whole country down by asking the most stupidest fucking question in the world. I can do it in my country. Why can't I do it here? Because this isn't your country, you fucking dumbass. Wow. Even the guard was like, what are you doing here? Y'all know I've been there. Those of you who come to my Discord, those of you who have been here for the... Y'all know, you've seen the pictures. I've been there. I've been with my brothers and sisters. I visited them, my cousins, my family. Yeah. But when I went there, my hair was not in braids. And I wasn't wearing makeup or earrings or any jewelry. And I covered myself with long sleeves. You've seen the pictures. With long sleeves so my tattoos wouldn't be shown. And I even wore gloves so my hand tattoos wouldn't be shown either. You've seen the pictures, those of you who are part of the channel. Know what's going on. The son of man knows how to be respectful in another man's country. God damn it. It's embarrassing that those idiots go over there thinking they can pull the same shit they do in our country, and we put up with it. We shouldn't. We should be doing this. I already said it. The same thing they did in Egypt. They threw them in buses, beat them up, threw them in buses, and deported their asses. We should be throwing them in the same buses and deporting them with the fucking illegals they're trying to save. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's what we should be doing. Because it's just as they disrupt our country, now they're going to another foreign country and disrupting it over there. That's making us look like dicks. No wonder my brother, Omar Khalifa, hasn't returned my messages. He probably was there throwing them away. I can't believe the son of man brought his friends over here. He was pissed. Fuck. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing, bro. You know, at the airport, because I was wearing gloves, the guy, because they have soldiers there with guns. They don't fuck around over there. You want to come with bombs, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to even traffic drugs over there. That's a safe country. I don't care what anyone says. Egypt is safe. Safer it is in America. Motherfuckers, just don't go to a mosque. They might blow up. Don't go to a mosque. Everywhere else it's safe. There's soldiers everywhere with guns. No one's gonna pull nothing. Trust me. I felt safe in Egypt. There was soldiers with guns everywhere. Holy shit. I was like, oh, no one's gonna fuck around now. Right now, the motherfuckers ready to kill someone. Yeah. So one of the soldiers, when I was in the airport, he came up to me and he asked me if I was an MMA fighter. And I told him, why you asking me I'm a fighter? I'm like 5'0" and shit. I'm just kidding. He goes, because they're your gloves. He thought I was wearing fighting gloves. Because I went and bought gloves. But I bought the knuckle gloves so my fingers could stick out, you know, because I did whatever. And I told him, oh, no, I'm just trying to respect your country. And he goes, what do you mean respect my country? And I took off the glove and I showed my tattoos and I put it back on. And then I went like that with my shirt, you know, and kind of like showed him that I have tattoos. And he goes, oh. And he goes, he puts his hand on my shoulder. He goes, thank you very much. I was like, yeah. Just like that. A soldier from the army told me, thank you for being respectful, American. So I'm just saying, these people are idiots, these fucking kids. Fucking dumbasses. Oh, let's go to Gaza and liberate Palestine. Oh, yeah. I don't think these idiots realize what they were going to find when they finally reached Gaza. All right? There are literally like 3, 4, 7 walls with barbed wire and concrete and soldiers. You really think you were going to get past all that shit and free the Palestinians from the Jewish? You fucking idiots. Look at all that. I would have loved to seen all those dumbasses reached this And then see them just being able, please open the gate, turn down the gate. That dumbass that was crying earlier, this fucking dumb son of a bitch right here. Where's this piece of shit? This fucking dumbass beggar.
Where is your heart?
Yeah.
I believe that the people of the Arabic nations have a white heart.
Where is your heart?
I believe you are good people.
You're good people.
They are starving.
The gates. You fucking idiot. They hate each other. They hate you too. You dumbass. Fucking idiots. But anyways, we're moving on. And I want to fucking shout out to Anthony Timmons, who's here.
I spent 8 years trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply...
Thank you for being here, Timmons.
Dancing clown has been convicted of 38 murders.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
See anything you like? See anything you like?
Hey, Timmons, get your ass away from there. Cheers, Timmons. I love you. Cheers, motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of those sad sons of bitches are in jail right now. In a foreign jail. Getting fucked by foreigners. Unfortunately, not all of them left the United States to march to Gaza. Some of them decided to stay at home.
Let my people go! Let my people go! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go! Let them go!
Hey, get off the truck! Get off the truck!
Let my people go! Let my people go! Let our people go! Let my people go!
Come on, y'all gotta move.
You won't take my fucking people! Don't take my fucking people! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Look out! Look out! You're gonna kill me! Come on! No! I can't! Don't touch me! Don't kill me!
Okay, get out!
Stop! Get the fuck off! Stop! 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 You're gonna run her over! Stop! You're gonna run her over!
Marissa, you gotta go!
I'm talking to you!
Stop Marissa! Marissa, you gotta run out!
No, please don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I'm a person! I'm a fucking person! Don't fucking kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't fucking 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 kill me! Let my people go! Let my fucking people go! Let my people go! Let my people go! Let my people go! No!
Let go. Get out of the
Let my people go! Let my people go!
Bring your dog! These are parents! These are community members! There are kids waiting outside! There are kids waiting outside, sir! There are kids waiting outside to see the logo! Just let them
You're separating families.
These are our people!
You're separating
These are our
families, sir.
parents! This is our community! These are our
Let them go!
This is our people! These are immigrant workers! And you know they stay big in this country!
We will not let them go! No!
off the street, guys. Be careful, all right?
You guys getting your toes run over? I'm telling you to get back. I'm telling you to get back. Get back. Get back. Off the vehicle.
She's got
Get back. Get back. Off the vehicle. Off the vehicle.
Wow. That chick has a big ass. Oh, yeah,
Live.
Oh, yeah. What in the motherfuck, bros? You see? Why are we being so tolerant? 10, 15 years ago, if you pulled anything like this, you'd be in handcuffs. Even before that vehicle started to move, you would have already been in fucking handcuffs. What has happened to our society? The laws are not being enforced. People are not being busted upon. Heads are not being cracked open. Examples are not being made. This is bad, bro. This is the makings of a civil war. Why? Because the cops, because law enforcement, because the government is not doing their fucking jobs. This should not be allowed, period. You want to protest, you want to do whatever, signs and yell, that's fine, that's allowed in the Constitution. She is trying to get herself killed. And this is the worst part. The worst part is that the cops, they allowed this for minutes and minutes of her getting pushed, almost like making a spectacle out of it. Before somebody finally had enough. One son of man, the son of man finally came out of this motherfucker and he said, that's enough. And he went over there and got that bald big ass bitch off that truck. Yeah. It's true. Look how I love that part where obviously she turns around and goes, oh my God. Oh my God, I lost my breath laughing at that fucking video, man. You guys are lucky I muted that fucking shit. Why couldn't she have gone to Egypt? I would have loved to have seen her pull this shit in Egypt. That would have been awesome. That would have been a much better video than the other shit that I showed you. More entertaining for sure. Oh my God. They would have, I swear, man. They finally, there. The Son of Man has had enough. The Son of Man is bringing justice. There you go. There you go. God damn it. That's the way it should have been from the very beginning. Before she even got on top in front of the car. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a line. You guys can protest behind this line. If you cross that line, you're going to jail. You're getting hit with a club over the head. And you're going to jail. You're getting concussed. And you're going to jail. It's the way it should have been from the beginning. Oh, well. But you know, this isn't President Trump's fault. This isn't the fucking the media, the news. You know whose fault this is? This is the fault of the people who are setting the example. Because obviously these people don't like Trump, so they're acting this way. Why are they acting this way? Because the people that they follow apparently are acting the same fucking way.
You have a judicial warrant.
Keep going. Back up. Sorry, back up. Some of that will make this difficult. Sorry. Back up. Just back up. Let's not cause any problems.
I will let go when you show me the judicial warrant. Where is it? Sir, where is the warrant? I have it in my hand here. I would like to see the warrant. I would like to see the warrant, and then I will let go. I would like to see the warrant. warrant, and I will let us go. Take him in. 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 Let's go. You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens, sir. You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens. You don't have. I'm not obstructing. I'm standing right here in the hallway. I asked to see the judicial warrant. Am I asking for a judicial warrant? You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens asking for a judicial warrant.
We go too. Sorry. No way. I'm safe. Where are you taking him? Hello?
Since you have no authority to arrest U.S. citizens, where are you taking me? And with what authority?
Why are you arresting
With what authority?
And where are you taking him? No!
Security details. Number one is going to go with him, all right? Hang on. Where's number one? Hold on. Brett. Number one right here, all right?
I need a beer for this. Cheers, y'all. Oh my God, this is gonna keep happening every week. Have you noticed? Another Democratic fucking guy arrested. Brad Lander, a New York Democratic mayor candidate, was arrested because he accompanied an illegal criminal to his hearing. Of course, after reviewing his case and realizing that he raped a bunch of chicks and stabbed a motherfucker before he came to the United States, they decided, well, maybe this is not the kind of individual we want hanging around over here. I don't care if he got someone pregnant and now he's a dad with children. One of those days, one of those kids is gonna piss him off and he's gonna go on a murdering spree. Or maybe the wife will cheat on him and he'll go on a murder spree. He's done it before in his country. You're goddamn right, he'll do it again. So the judge says, no, denied. So Mr. Brad Lander here says, I'm going to be a good Democrat. I'm going to accompany you out of the courthouse and I'm going to make sure you don't get deported. Don't worry. They can't arrest me. I'm an official. I'm a Democrat. I'm woke. Woke motherfucker. You're busted and going to jail for obstructing justice. For under what authority? Under the authority of the United States government, you dumb son of a bitch. You know, at this point, I am starting to suspect that they are purposely doing this. They know obviously they know the law. They know they can get arrested for doing ass like this. So they're purposely doing this so they can look good in front of their fucking voters. Oh, look, he's a fighter like us. And then he gets elected to be mayor of New York or some ass. He's a motherfucker is what he is. Fuck you, Brad Lander. You don't give a fuck about illegals, you dumb son of a bitch. This is also a ploy to get some more votes. Dumb fucking... Actually, that's kind of smart if you ask me. You genius. Oh, yeah. Cheers for Brad Lander.
Live.
No, but we need to be careful with this. I'm not even playing. I am serious. Because this fucking guy is setting an example for other kids to be doing this. They're why they're acting crazy. Because the old goddamn people in the party are acting the same way. It's been 3 weeks in a row that I've been covering Democrats getting arrested for breaking the law. And then being surprised when they're being arrested. Under what jurisdiction? Under whose authority? Under the law's authority, you fucker. That's who. You dumb idiot. Oh my God. Let's move on from this embarrassment. And let's talk about some serious shit that's been happening. And then you know who it involves. None other than the great Donald J. Trump.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs.
I want to build the wall. We need the wall. But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
Hell yeah. And we're almost there. I just checked on the internet. We're about 45% done, fellas. Don't worry. The Democrats are not stopping us. We're getting them all out. Yeah. Some of those bad hombres, muchachos, vatos, culeros, putos, homosexuales, lesbianas too. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep on going. Well, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. The goddamn world is fucking ending. We're in the cusp of revelations, for fuck's sakes. Israel, in the week that Trump is currently in negotiations and trying to draw Iran into the Abraham Accords, that Trump literally just united the entire Arab nations and just was enticing Iran, come join so you can get money with them. Don't you want to be rich with America? You just stop making bombs. And they were like, well, let me go over there and talk to you. And all of a sudden, that idiot Ben Netanyahu, yeah, he's a Yahoo, all right, the dumbass, he starts bombing the shit out of Iran. So Iran retaliates. And it's been an entire fucking week of nonstop back and forth. No, I'm not gonna lie. Israel obviously has a very advanced Iron Dome system that protects them. We're gonna have a Golden Dome that's way better than iron, you pussies. Ours is actually expensive, you idiots. It's gonna be seen throughout the whole world. It's gonna be digital too. You can just see it from far away. It's gonna be like a hologram. It's gonna be badass. It's gonna cover Canada, and hopefully the Mexicans will wise the fuck up, and we'll be stronger than the rest of the world. Stronger under President Trump's leadership. Anyways, that's a dream. It's still not happening. It's just hoping for the future. This is really fucking bad. All right. World War III, we're on the cusp of it. This is biblical. It is. The Iranians have launched the last time I checked, it's probably been more than that now. But the last time I checked, they had launched 400 missiles throughout several days. And only 30 of them got through. So you know the Israelis have a good fucking defense system. Meanwhile, Israel has been bombing the shit out of all their bunkers and their ass, and they said they already know where the fucking Ayatollah is and shit. But you know what it is? The fake news has been all over President Trump. Everybody knows America is in the pockets of Israel. All right? We've been in the pockets for a long time. This Netanyahu doesn't like that Trump's been making friends with the Arab nations. So now he's trying to start a war to force America to choose a side in front of everyone. And of course, the fake news doesn't make it easier because every motherfucking day this week, they've been on Trump's ass asking them, are we going to war? Where? Number one, before I show you what Trump answers, this is Mike's. Number one, why are we going to war? This is not our war, you dumbass. But let's see what Trump answered for the most part.
Have you been answered questions about whether you are moving closer or you believe the U.S. is moving closer to striking Iranian nuclear facilities? Where's your mindset on that?
I can't say that, right? You don't seriously think I'm going to answer that question? Will you strike the Iranian nuclear component? And what time exactly, sir? Sir, would you strike it? Would you please inform us so we can be there and watch? I mean, you don't know that I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble, and they want to negotiate. And I said, why didn't you negotiate with me before? All this death and destruction. Why didn't you negotiate? I said to the people, why didn't you negotiate with me 2 weeks ago? You could have done fine. You would have had a country.
I love this fucking guy. Oh yeah, let me just tell you our defense and our attack plans, so the fake news can tell the whole world what we're gonna do. You dumbass. He just publicly embarrassed that bitch. She got fired from CNN that afternoon because you embarrassed the station, you dumb whore. And they kicked her out. She got pregnant too, but they still kicked her out. They don't give a fuck about nobody. That's the way they are. Yeah. This is getting bad, but Trump still wants to cut a deal. Trump doesn't want war. Trump wants money. And that's all Son of Man wants too. Money for America. And that's what this motherfucker's gonna bring. He doesn't give a fuck about woke culture. He doesn't give a fuck about technology. He doesn't give a fuck about wars. The only thing he gives a fuck about is like, how can we make more money? And that is probably the best type of president to have, if you ask me. Because he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want trouble. He just wants to make money. And what has made America better than the rest of the world? The fact that even the poorest motherfucker here, who is suffering, literally barely paying his bills, eating once a day and shit, even that guy is living like a king compared to anyone else on the other side of the world. And this guy doesn't want that to end. And neither do I. I've been to these fucking countries, and believe me, you don't want to live there. I mean, look at this. Look what happens over there. You want to live over there? You want to live like that? Fucking guys. But Prime Minister Netanyahu has sent warnings to us Americans of why we need to join them in war against Iran.
We're not just fighting our enemy, we're fighting your enemy. For God's sake, they chant, death to Israel, death to America. We're simply on their way. And this could reach America soon. I mean, to have these mad mullahs who are committed to destroying us in order to destroy you, to say that they should have nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles to deliver them to you, and to say that that's not your interest. Well, we're fighting this war. We're taking the action. America is supporting us in defense, deeply, deeply appreciated. But this is a threat to the entire world. It's a threat to Israel, as I said, to our Arab neighbors, to Europe, to America. They chant death to America. It's though this is not your business. This is not myopia. This is utter blindness. I mean, sometimes you have to take a stand against evil. And that's what the American people instinctively understand, most of them, I have to say. And that's what President Trump understands. We cannot let that happen. We're certainly going to protect ourselves. But in so doing, John, we're protecting everyone else. And we appreciate, deeply appreciate, the help we're getting from the United States of America under President Trump's leadership.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking Nazi. Because that's what he is. He's a fucking Nazi. Hiding behind a fake religion. Calling himself a Jew. Fuck you. You Nazi. What a bunch of ass. I mean, the very beginning, bro. I'll play it again. It's just crock of shit.
We're not just fighting our enemy. We're fighting your enemy. For God's sake, they chant death to Israel, death to America. We're simply on their way.
That may be true. They do hate us. They do, because we live like kings. I said even the poorest man here in America is living like a king compared to one of these fuckers living over there. So yes, they hate you. And you know what? They have every right to. Because we've done nothing. Nothing but continue to fucking fuck up that region. Because all of this could have been fixed a long time ago by not establishing the state of Israel. Because it made no fucking sense after World War II ended to say, because the Jews suffered, never mind all the millions of Russians that died under Stalin, and all our good old boys, and they were boys, the people that went to war on D-Day, They were like 17, 18 years of age. Some of them hadn't even had sex. And they went and died for us, for this country, to stop the goddamn Nazis from taking over the world. Don't you ever forget that, you sons of bitches. We're boys. And this motherfucker wants to say, oh, this is your war too. No, it's not. This is your war. I don't know why they created Israel. Why did you kick people? You literally went in there with guns and kicked the Palestinians out of their homes. I know because I had a roommate who was Palestinian, and his grandfather was telling us stories. And he remembers the Jewish soldiers. He was a kid, and the soldiers coming in with guns and literally just kicking them. They didn't even have time to grab none of their stuff, kicking them out and putting them in trucks and then driving them out into the desert. This is where you're going to live now. This belongs to Israel. Your homes are Israel now. And they kicked them out of there, bro. How fucked up is that? That's what started all of this mess. That's the most fucked up shit to do to anybody. Especially after a world war and all the death and chaos. You still go and you fucking destabilize an entire fucking region. This dumbass wants to say, oh, they hate you too. We're just in the way. And then they're coming after you. No, they're not. I don't give a fuck. If Iran has a nuke and they fucking nuke and destroy Israel, guess what? That's it. No more war in the Middle East. And they can never attack America because they're too far away. Number one, they don't have the technology. And number two, just the fact, the distance. We would know anything incoming. We would have at least an hour to prepare, to know ahead of time something's coming. That's all right, we have an Iron Dome. President Trump set us up 4 years ago. Them pussies. The bomb hits the dome, the force field. That's it. I'm telling you. We do not need to be involved in this ass. Fuck you, Ben Netanyahu. Puss. That's all he is. And he's begging. He is begging the United States because, like I said, they know exactly where the leader is hiding, and he's deep in a bunker in the bottom of a fucking mountain. And they're asking for our B-2 bombers with a 10,000-pound bomb that can penetrate a mountain and blow a fucking hole in it. A hole deep enough so that then they can shoot more missiles down that hole, and then they fucking kill the guy. Today, our Air Force sent out 2 B-2 bombers on test practice drills. This is getting too fucking serious. Because just us lending, because obviously Trump is not gonna, oh, here you go, here are the keys. He'd put one of your best Israelis men in there to drive it. And just return it and make sure you pump gas in it when you bring it back. Nah, motherfuckers, it's gonna have to be one of our guys driving that. And of course, if we did it, it would be perfect and flawless and it would get done. But once we do this, World War III starts. Because Iran currently is being supplied missiles by China. And the reason why China is allowed to supply them those missiles that they are shooting into fucking Israel is because the United States, the United Nations Accords or whatever peace treaty they have says that if they fucking attack them, they're allowed to retaliate. Israel fucking attacked them for no reason. They had not been attacked. That always happens, by the way. So China has been sending aircraft carriers full of missiles. That's why these motherfuckers have like hundreds of missiles that they've been shooting over there into Israel. Like I said, out of 400, only 30 of them have gotten through. That's pretty good. I'm telling you, our golden, they have an iron dome. All right, that's pretty good. It's iron. All right. We're going to have a golden dome. It's going to cover all the way to Canada and maybe Mexico if those dumbass Mexicans join us. Stop fucking letting those Guatemalans through. That's the reason. If Mexico puts the wall on their side, then none of the illegals really get through. The Mexicans are good, motherfuckers. I'm just saying, they're hard workers. Yeah. We need a labor force. For sure. Anyways, look. Fuck this. Fuck this ass. We don't need to be lending nothing to them. They can send whatever they want. Our Iron Dome can protect us. Fuck Israel. Let them fucking take care of their shit. They want to go pick a fight. All right, motherfucker. Well, then get in there and finish it. You started it. Why the fuck do I gotta go in there and back you up? Fuck you. I'm over here having a beer, fucking smoking some Pineapple Express, sitting with the woke pack. We're having a good time. The motherfuckers over there like, hey, that guy, I just told him, fuck you. I'm gonna go start a fight. Come on, back me up. Hey, fuck you, man. I don't have anything to do with whatever the fuck you started over there at the pool table. Go over there, handle your own business, bitch. And that's what Trump needs to fucking say to Israel. I'm just saying. But there's another piece at play, fellas. Because maybe we really don't need to get involved at all. Because apparently, the exiled prince of Iran has now gone on TV, who's been living here in the United States, by the way, has now gone on TV and has urged his people with a message.
Well, first of all, this is not a new fight for us. It's been going on for decades, and particularly in the latter years, we've seen how many times the Iranians have gathered together in protest and defiance of the regime, knowing full well that as long as this regime is in place, there's no hope for a better future for all of us as Iranians. Now the opportunity has been provided in the sense that when you're fighting an extremely brutal and repressive regime, when it's been now declawed and we are sensing almost a state of collapse by the regime, by people beginning to defect, by relatives of the regime taking flight, by the leader himself hiding in an underground tunnel, I think that this is an opportunity that we have never had this far in the past 4 decades. And this is the best opportunity for us to finally overcome this regime and get rid of it. So I think my fellow compatriots are energized in the fact that finally they can see light at the end of the tunnel, and all the martyrs and all the people we have lost in our struggle against this regime will not have died in vain. This is our moment in history to change not only the course of things in our own country, but something that I believe would also be to the best interest of the free world.
That is the Trump card that he needs to play. He just literally told the people of Iran to rise up and overthrow the government because right now they're fucked. They're hiding in bunkers. I don't know what the people of Iran are like. But we have another card at play. A Trump card is what I'm going to call it. Because he can send the CIA over there, send a bunch of motherfuckers that look like me. Well, not exactly like me, like no makeup, no piercings, none of this shit, you know. But motherfucker with my skin, and maybe let their beards grow out. Go over there and pretend they know the language. Go pretend they're there and then start some uprising. Go over there and send them some CIA operatives. And then from within, that's how you start an uprising. And while Israel is attacking them and they're hiding, they fucking go and take over the government and the fucking military. And then boom, that's it. They're done. This could be done without us ever interfering. Trump just needs to send the CIA. And that pussy, fucking Kash Patel, needs to get off his ass and start sending some operatives over there. That dumbass. This could happen. This could happen. There's another card at play. But something needs to happen soon. All right? And I really mean soon. This shit is getting out of hand. But Trump... sorry, I'm really, really stoned right now. Cheers, everybody!
Live.
Trump has said he is going to take 2 weeks to reply to all these motherfuckers. So in 2 weeks, we will get a respond whether or not we're going to war. He said he will never send troops. So maybe he's just going to lend the planes. But I'm telling you, man, lending the fucking bomber to Israel. And I tell you, it's going to be flown by American pilots. We're not going to let those dirty fucking Israeli Nazis touch our weaponry. And then they figure it out and then they build their own. Fuck you. If they send our boys over there to do this mission, it's World War III. Because Russia and China will retaliate. Now, Russia's full of shit. They don't even have an army. They, for over a year, more than a year, they still haven't beaten the Ukraine. You have any idea how small the Ukraine is compared to Russia? Yeah. It's like Hawaii versus Texas, right? All of us would take over Hawaii in no time. Russia still hasn't done nothing to the Ukraine. The fucking Putin's a bullshit. They don't even have an army. They don't have guns or nukes or nothing. Everything's falling apart over there. It's a bunch of lies. It's propaganda. It's as bad as North Korea, except they're better at lying and showing fake images and shit. But it's bad over there in Russia. I'm telling you, it's full of shit. But the Chinese are far beyond anything we can ever imagine. They have UFOs. All right. UFOs that can go transparent and blow the shit out of this bomber. We're fucked. They might even be aligned with aliens that are living in the moon right now. They got 2.5 million aliens living in a fucking base in the moon, hollow, inside. But that's for another day. We're not going to get into that right now. This is getting bad, people. Like I said, they're getting really bad. I don't know, man. I think Trump should make up with Elon Musk. Maybe Elon Musk could save us. Or maybe not. Fuck. Fucking SpaceX. This guy can't even get a goddamn rocket off the ground. I'm glad he left the Trump administration. Because imagine, he can't even get a rocket off the ground and he would have fucked the rest of the fucking shit up for Trump. We already got this Israel shit going on. Anyways. Trump, good luck with the bullshit. Alright, we're done with the weekly political news. We're moving on, motherfuckers. Let's get the show on the road, and we're gonna move on to the weekly pop culture breakdown. Get a beer, start this off. Cheers. And cheers. Super Saiyan Joku. My brother Bradley Lewis out there in Australia. And anyone out there who's got children, happy Father's Day, belated for Sunday. I know I told you, Joku. I think I told you on Father's Day, so you know what I'm saying. But it was Father's Day, everybody. Hope you all had one of your dads or, you know, wherever you respect it or you hate them. Fuck him. That's fine. There's no problem with that. You can hate your dad. I sometimes hate mine. Called me a bigot my whole life. But it's okay. Went over there and it was fun, man. It was cool. Happy Father's Day, everybody. You know what I'm saying? But someone else celebrated Father's Day for the first time this year, my friends. Sorry about that. It was none other than Justin Bieber. And he celebrated it in the way most kids do, and that's by fucking going on Instagram and starting some drama and basically calling his wife in front of his millions of followers a little ho. Cheers, Justin Bieber!
Live.
But I gotta tell you one thing, man. If you're a fucking dad, you're in a relationship, there's one fucking day out of the year that you will get away with doing this kind of ass. It's probably Father's Day. I don't even think you can get away with this on your birthday, motherfucker. But on Father's Day, yeah, for sure. Especially if you've been a father. You know what I'm saying? If you've been a dad, then I don't know, man, because you don't lay down the law. You're more like a friend. You're a dad. You're more like a friend. You don't lay down the law. You're a father. You're laying down the law. But if you're like one of those motherfuckers, then you're not around at all. But I don't know. I mean, I think Justin is at the very least a dad. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm not a dad. I'm not in a relationship. But you fucking call somebody a hoe on Father's Day. Your baby mamas. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on over there at the Bieber residence. But it doesn't sound good. Maybe she's not fucking him. Maybe her pussy's too wide. I don't know. Justin, you got money. You can pay to tighten that motherfucker up, you dumbass. He just sold his entire music catalog, apparently, for a couple $100,000 or 100 million. I don't know how much. But he's all right. He's all right. Don't worry about it. Hey, Joko. I make sure I'm an asshole a day, but it works. Oh, okay. Fucking Joko. Yeah. Well, Justin Bieber didn't try to let whatever bullshit was going on between him and his wife ruin it. Sorry about that. The problem with having hair, and I'm just gonna tear it, is that sometimes you get that son of a bitch in your mouth, and it ain't cool. Sorry, alright? You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to be this pretty. Pussies. Justin fucking Bieber decided to go to the beach. You know, smoke a little weed with his friends, with his guy friends, get drunk. You know what it is. Unfortunately, he was harassed by the paparazzi while he was trying to do some drugs, and it was all caught on film. And luckily for us, we have internet, and we live in an age of information. But the information we would rather have makes us stupider. So here it is, just for you.
I'm a dad, I'm a husband. You're not getting it, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
We're on the sidewalk,
I don't give a if you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human being, you're standing around my car. At the beach. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm a real guy, do you? You're gonna take this video out of context, you're gonna say I'm mad. I don't know who the paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one, okay? Stop provoking me. I'm a real dad, a real husband, a real man.
All right.
So don't do this to me, okay?
All right, cool.
I'm not to be with. I don't know who's paying you to with me or provoke me, but I'm not the one. I don't care that you're on the sidewalk. I don't care what kind of dirty work, what kind of nasty you're getting paid in the background to provoke me, bro, but I'm not the one. I'm really not the one. I don't care that you're on the sidewalk, bro. Clearly you're here for an alternate agenda. Why would you want to be here to provoke me like this? This isn't love.
You're not provoking me, Josh.
This isn't love, bro. This is weird, bro. Y'all are on some real weird shit. Literally.
All right, have a good night, Jason.
Okay, then go. Then have a good night somewhere else, man. For real.
All right.
Because I'm not going to stand around here and let this happen. No sir. No way. No how.
All right, cool.
This is the beach. They get to be at the beach. They do. They do. They get to be at the beach.
You know, at a certain level, I understand what he's talking about. He is just chilling at the beach, trying to be a normal person because he is human just like the rest of us. But he is a celebrity. So, the celebrities have the same rights as normal people. Because if this started happening to you, and if you were not famous, then you could call the cops, and the cops would definitely do something about it, because there's a bunch of weird people that's taking pictures of you and recording you without your permission. You don't even know who they are. So the cops would come and bust people. I mean, or at least tell them to go away. So it's kind of like weird how, because he's a celebrity, that kind of doesn't apply to him. At some fucking level, I kind of understand. I do. I think it's kind of ass that he's just trying to smoke some meth with his friends at the beach, and motherfuckers are trying to catch him on film. So post it on TMZ or online so everybody can find out his dirty secrets. And that's some ass. But that's just me. I don't know. I'll tell you how Justin handled this, because he knows that this video is out there and that motherfuckers like the Son of Man and the Woke Pack are talking about it and probably making fun of his little pussy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, Justin Bieber understands the culture because he grew up in the culture. All right? He's one of these fucking Zoomers or whatever. He's that age. You know what I'm saying? And Justin Bieber understands how the world works. And he refuses to allow his 31-year-old self to become a fucking meme like his 15-year-old self did. Because he's a fucking man now, as you heard in that fucking video. And a dad, and a father. So this is what he did. He reposted. He's a genius. He reposted someone's TikTok.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it? At the beach. At the beach. At the beach. And I'm standing on business. At the beach. 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 I'm a dad. I'm a husband. At the beach. At the beach. At the beach.
Oh my God! Hey, that's a badass beat and fucking mix, bro. This guy, whoever the fuck this TikToker is, that's dope as fuck. Let's hear it one more time.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it? At the beach. At the beach. At the beach. And I'm standing on business. At the beach. 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 I'm a dad. I'm a husband. At the beach. At the beach. At the beach.
At the beach, at the beach, at the beach, at the... Dude, that shit is fire, Joker! Oh my God, Justin's all like, I'm not gonna be a meme. Oh, he found this thing that someone else made, and he said, I'm just gonna repost it. Like, fuck it. I'm not gonna be made fun of. Hey, fuck it, man. I'm on his side on this one. Fuck the paparazzi, man. You know what? They are human beings too. I don't care if they are famous. I think it's weird that motherfuckers are allowed to follow them and take pictures and videos of them while they're trying to just walk around or be normal. I think that's very fucking weird. And I think it's even weirder that the fucking law allows it. And you know what I'm saying? I think it's very fucking weird. But hey, that's just the Son of Man's opinion. Y'all can have whatever opinions you want and shit. Let's move on from Justin the motherfucking Bieber, because this fucking week, none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger visited The View. And those fucking squawking crows, liberal fucking idiots that work there. And as usual, this was some kind of setup to lure him into a trap so that they can shove another fucking agenda up their ass. And you know what the current agenda is? All these illegals and shit. All right? And they thought we can bring in Arnold. I'm sorry, my impersonation's bad. I don't know how to fucking do an Arnold Schwarzenegger, all right? I was blessed or cursed with this fucking voice. So I'm not good with impressions. That was a little pussy. We're not even gonna mention his name. Let's move on. Little did these crows know that Sir Arnold, God damn it, I suck at that, that Arnold wasn't gonna have this gotcha journalism.
Self, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant. I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and they're the foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean, and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Arnold, don't forget. That's right. He said it best. He understands what America is because he came here legally the right way. And he didn't ask for benefits. He didn't ask for fucking welfare. He struggled like all of us, and he made it all the way to the top and became a citizen. And then he said, I'm not going to go back to Austria. Austria. All right, I'll try to work on my Arnold. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go back to Austria, he said. I'm going to stay here in America. And I'm going to try to make California better. And he became the governor to try to help. God damn it. Motherfuckers, they come here. That's what Trump doesn't like. They come here. They get their doctorate degree. They become scientists and fucking geniuses that can solve and cure cancers and all this ass. And then they leave back to India. Or Pakistan. Or where the fuck piece of shit desert they came from without giving anything back. How dare they? Arnold gave back in movies and entertainment and in service to the goddamn country. Not the army or nothing, no shit like that, but I'm talking about he became a public servant. He was a governor, right? He helped. For fuck's sakes. These dumb fucking crows tried to set him up. They said, let's bring in here an immigrant and drop the bomb on him because he'll be forced to say that Trump is evil by deporting these illegals. And Arnold said, no. I did it the right way and I succeeded. And I never committed any crimes or raped or murdered any women or beat any children and shit or homosexuals. No. But somehow, the motherfuckers want to come here and fucking complain that they're getting deported because they live with their whole entire family in a house paid by the government. They don't have jobs and they're getting paid and getting aids and food stamps and welfares and all this shit. And over here, the average motherfucker, like you and I, live paycheck to paycheck, trying to figure out what we're gonna make for lunch because all the ingredients that we have don't make any sense. So we're making peanut butter and jelly chicken for dinner for the kids. And the kids are all like, what the fuck is this slop? And you're like, shut the fuck up and eat it. Or you can go to fucking Timmy's house and have his parents feed you. Let's see if they're that nice. And I guarantee you they won't be. Not right now in 2025. The fuck anyone is, oh yeah, come bring your kids over, I'll feed them for you. Fuck yeah, Timmy, get your ass home. Your parents can feed you over there, whatever slop they have. Yeah. Arnold knows. And these dumb cunts are not gonna let Arnold fool America. Arnold's gonna tell you the truth. God damn it. And they didn't expect that to happen. That was a slap in a fucking face. You make that do. That's why I said it, Joku. Cheers! It's not bad, motherfucker. Peanut butter and jelly chicken is not fucking bad. Oh, yeah. 400 degrees for 20 minutes. It's badass. Alright, we're done talking about fucking Arnold and the ass. But let's move in to some serious pervert shit. And no, I'm not talking about who you think I'm talking about. We'll get there eventually. But right now, I'm talking about R. Kelly. Oh, fuck. All right, let me see if this picture works over here. Then what happens when you're drunk and high? You forgot to put these buttons to work. Here it is. There you go. I had to do it manually because the button wasn't activated or synced to the fucking... Hey, you know what I'm saying? One day, we're going to have a lot of money. And I'm going to pay a white Protestant sober motherfucker to do all this shit. And all I got to do is come sit my ass down like that other piece of shit he who should not be named used to do. And just fucking drink and get high and not worry about nothing. One of these days. Until then, you're going to keep seeing fuck-ups like this. So deal with it. Anyways. R. Kelly, we got an update. Last week, we came out here and we talked about his fucking piece of garbage. And his lawyer has come out talking about there's a government plot to murder his life. That two fucking agents from the Aryan Nation were both contracted to murder him, but they heard his beautiful voice and fucking had sympathy on his bitch ass. And they decided to not murder him and instead confess to him and tell him the plot that the government's sending spies to murder him. Well, this week, there's been an update, fellas, and it's getting fucking serious for R. Kelly. This week, R. Kelly was sent to the hospital. Yes, he overdosed in jail. Holy shit. It's getting fucking serious, brothers. They said, how did he overdose? Well, apparently, this son of a bitch pissed off some fucking guards for sneezing in front of them. And they got pissed. R. Kelly, did you just sneeze in front of me? R. Kelly's like, I'm sorry, sir. And they fucking hit him, according to his lawyer. I think this is lies, according to his lawyer. And they fucking hit him in the head with a fucking club. And he fell in the concrete and concussed him. And then R. Kelly woke up naked. And he was in a room with no windows, solitary confinement. And it was all padded, like the crazies, like, you know, so because that way he won't kill himself. He's all padded. And there was a little slit that opened, a little rectangle, like opened like that, and light came through, and he was like, oh. And he was like, what's going on? And somebody peeked in and said, I see you awake, ninja. They didn't say ninja, they said the other word, but I don't have a pass. Little Wayne hasn't given me a fucking pass to say the word. So I'm saying ninja to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Fellow brown people. But anyways, so they said, you fucking ninja, they called him. And then all of a sudden, a mysterious hand threw a fucking bottle of pills in there. And he opened them up because he didn't have any nourishment or food or water. And they left him in there for days. And he decided to just take all the pills. That's how he overdosed. And so now the lawyer is demanding they take him out of jail. They said they're trying to kill him. And they're forcing him to commit suicide. He has no choice. He has no choice. The options they're giving him. You have to help him. President Trump. Fuck you, R. Kelly. Fuck you and your lawyers and your fucking lies and your fucking bullshit. Somebody trying to overdose you, you piece of shit. You probably held your own nose and held your breath and passed out like a dumbass hit the concrete. And then you pretend you're overdosed. You're in the hospital talking about somebody trying to kill you, you pussy. Fuck you. You piss on a human being, on children, on foreign children. You sick son of a bitch. You belong in jail for the rest of your life. And if someone is trying to kill you, well then, good. You deserve it. You piece of fucking ass. And it's a goddamn shame that Jehovah, the God of the Jews, blessed you with such an angelic voice. Because I'm telling you now, my friend, you do not fucking deserve it. You piece of shit. I would have given my soul up for that voice. And I would have never pissed on any children. You hear that, Jehovah? And that's why I'm not Jewish. Fuck you, R. Kelly. We're done talking about this piss ass. That's what I call this pussy. We're moving on to another pervert. And no, I'm not talking about the man that you're all are waiting for. Unfortunately, this week, we're full of fucking perverts. I don't know what's happening. I think Mars is aligning with Saturn, and it looks like a dick from space, and the dick is coming towards the Earth like it's gonna fuck it. And that's what's happening right now. All the perverts are coming out in alignment. It's all been predicted by the sages. I'm just saying. So the man knows what he's talking about. Just listen. Anyways, moving on. None other than fat, now skinny, in decent shape, but still bald, Joe is being sued by none other than his 25 plus employed years, basically his brother, hype man. I forget what his name was. TD some ass. I don't know. He has one of these rap names. You know how it is. They fucking come up with some bullshit. Look, don't worry. He's probably some fucking Puerto Rican black dude or some black dude that looks Puerto Rican or a Puerto Rican that looks black. But either way, I promise you, he's probably Puerto Rican. Either way, the guy is suing this asshole for $20 million. And according to him, it is because he was forced into unwanted sexual acts. Yep. This guy's telling some crazy ass stories. The stories begin by him first saying the reason why he's suing them. He says he was in an environment where there was a lot of drugs and alcohol and women and sex and orgies, basically Diddy parties, because this guy knows Diddy, and so he taught him some shit. He went over there to a party, he saw how Diddy lived, and he says, I gotta live that way too, motherfucker, Boricua, Morena, Americana, Dominicana. This guy's all like a dumbass like that. And so this guy said, every time that, you know, because I'm his hype man, there was shit going on. There's dick suckings or like bitches like fucking bending over, stick dicks in my ass. This guy would be like, get in there, fella. And I'd be like, nah, man, I don't want to. I'm like, fucking, I'm kind of gay. And this guy's like, now get in there, you son of a bitch. He'd be like, if you don't fuck that bitch in the ass, we're going to leave you here in Afghanistan. They were in Afghanistan at the time. You know how they do world tours and shit? Fat Joe over there, his Puerto Rican ass, was blessed enough to go and do a concert in Afghanistan and shit. And he was telling this guy, you better fuck this bitch in the ass. And this guy's all like, hey, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm gay. And he's like, no, you better. And if you don't, I'm going to leave you here in this fucking country without your passport. And let's see what these Arab motherfuckers do. We're not surrounded by gangsters, you puss. And so he fucked a bitch in the ass. And he said that he was forced into doing stuff like this about 4,000 times. That's not me exaggerating. That's the exact number of this guy said. I guess he has 4,000 stories of when he was forced to have sex in front of people, with people, or else he was going to be left out of the country, according to him. So, yeah, this is fucking insane. But it gets worse, fellas. This guy then says that during the time that he worked for Fat Joe, he witnessed a murder plot. That's right. And it's not just any murder plot. It's a murder plot against Curtis Jackson, a.k.a. 50 Cent. And this guy is saying that at the time, Fat Joe found some motherfuckers to follow 50 around for a few months and surveil him, his routine, and where he went and shit like that. And once he kind of had an idea where 50 was and shit like that, that he hired some guys to do a hit on 50. And then those guys went off to do the job. And then they came back. And this guy is saying he's a witness to this. He said, those guys came back. And when they came back, those guys complained to him and told him, hey, you bald, fat. I mean, he's kind of skinny now, but back then he was fat. You bald, fat piece of shit. You didn't tell us that 50 Cent had ex-Navy SEALs as his bodyguards. You ass. We're not going near him. And they fucking left. And that Fat Joe was pissed. And that he's been mad for years because he's never found anyone who has the balls to go up against Navy SEALs. Cheers, 50 Cent!
Live.
G-Unit. That's what I gotta say to that motherfucker. Yo. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see what 50 responds next week. Oh my God. I got it. This just happened today. This all came out. So I can't wait to next week's episode because 50 Cent's gonna reply to this shit that's being said. And it's fucked up because him and 50, they've been friends for at least maybe 5 years, maybe. They've been pictured together, hanging out, drinking. He's gonna be like, they motherfucker put a hit on me back then. He's gonna be pissed. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see next week what fucking 50 had to say. But that's not all this guy said in his lawsuit. Now, that's not why he's suing him. I told you why he's suing him, because he was forced into doing shit he didn't want to. He's just saying the shit he's also trying to incriminate this guy more than what he's guilty of. Saying this guy is just like Diddy, but even worse. He's trying to say. This guy is saying that he witnessed tons of transactions of hundreds of thousands of dollars of money laundering and embezzling through Rock Nation. This guy is signed to Rock Nation. Who is Rock Nation? Fucking CEO, Jay-Z. Jay-Z If this goes to court, Jay-Z will automatically be implicated and be forced to testify and answer questions. So already, this is going to be an interesting case to keep a lookout. We'll see how good these lawyers are, because this is just barely a lawsuit. This hasn't gone to court. The judge, nothing has been accepted. Subpoenas have only... We're going to go to court, and then the judge will say, man, we'll go to trial, or maybe not. We'll see what's up. These guys money or what? Fat Joe doesn't have no money. They're going to trial, motherfucker, is what I got to say. But it gets worse. You think it's not bad enough already? It gets worse. The fucking guy is also stating that Fat Joe had three relationships with 15-year-old girls. Yes, and he gives details about what each and every one of these little girls did with him. One of them was a little black girl, and he would pay for her cell phone and give her a credit card with money so she'd go buy shit at the mall and shit. It was a fan that he met backstage. Another one was one over there in the Britons, a little white girl that he met over there. And the same thing, he would actually fly that one. He would fly her over here to America and shit like that. And then, you know, fuck her, whatever the fuck, and then fly her back and shit. And that was a little girl, bro. And the same thing, paying for her cell phones and clothes and shit. And then the third little girl was this Brazilian chick that was 15 and was underdeveloped, this guy claims. Well, I mean, of course, the 15-year-old girl, what do you expect? And if Fat Joe wanted to be fucking her, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? And so that he paid for her BBL and her titties. And so that 15-year-old girl had fucking surgery to get a big ass and big titties for this piece of shit. And that eventually when they broke, that this guy actually, they said, oh, but he actually loved her. He loved her so much, he moved her from Brazil, and he had her living about 4 blocks in an apartment from his house where he lived with his wife and his kids. And he was planning on leaving his wife for this little girl as soon as she became 18. And shit. But he had her living there in Miami in an apartment complex 4 blocks away from his house, so he can just, I'm going to the store, honey. He'll go over there and get a blowjob and fuck this little girl and then go back home. Oh shit, I forgot the milk. And then go back and fuck this little girl again and then come back. Oh shit, you know what? I'm going to go back and get you McDonald's. And then go back and fuck this little girl and then come back again. I mean, he was doing this all the time and getting away with it and shit. She said that little girl eventually dumped his ass because she realized over here in America, there's hotter guys than this bald fucking, now skinny, fat piece of shit. And so she's now married to a basketball player, he says. This is fucking nuts, brothers. Fat Joe, good luck. Oh my God. I never was into his music, you know. Man, personally, I like Big Pun, you know what I'm saying? You know, Boricua, Morena. I'm not a player, I just fuck a lot. Yeah. That's what I like. Fuck this guy. This guy sucked ass. Whenever I heard that lean back and that shit sounded, I'm like, man, the beat sounds badass, but this guy sounds like an idiot singing on top of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason that the other song got fucking popular was because Lil Wayne did the hook for it. The one that the money song, I forget what it was called. God damn it, I forget. But Lil Wayne did the hook for it. Fuck this guy, dude. Fuck him. He's never been good. And 50, I can't wait to hear your response next week. We're definitely going to talk about it here on the broadcast. All right? So make sure you tune in for that shit. But let's keep it going for the damn thing you've all been waiting for. None other than the goddamn Nitty Gritty Diddy.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Yeah. Cheers.
Live.
Yeah. Let's keep it going with this fucking sick son of a bitch. Because this week, as soon as everybody walked into court, the judge was fucking pissed. Yeah. Fucking furious. Apparently on Friday, because I was wondering why there was no information coming out, because they kicked everyone out, including Diddy, and the only people that were in there were the lawyers and the judge. And they kicked the jury out. And they talked about juror number 7, because something is going on with juror. Remember, juror number 8 was kicked out because jury was over there laughing and pointing fingers and doing little heart signs and going, going like that. And they were smiling and laughing at each other, and the judge got pissed. And so juror number 8 got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? But something personal about juror number 7, the judge needed to talk about to both of these motherfuckers. Now, it was a closed court session, and the judge talked to them. And that was it. And the whole day they talked about that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with juror number 7. Maybe they were offended, or they were, they don't want to see any sex tapes because, they're Protestants. I don't know. It could be something like that. It could be because, they're showing them weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, I don't want to be shown stuff like this and complaining, or I feel uncomfortable. And so maybe something like that. I don't know. Well, on Monday, the judge came in pissed off and started yelling and said, I turned on the TV and I saw somebody on the TV talk about what we talked about in closed doors on Friday. There is no reason why anything I said to you guys should have been said to anyone outside. Someone fucked up. And someone's going to jail. And the judge looked at the government and said, did you or any of your people fuck up? What's going on? And the government was all like, Your Honor, our people are good. No one said anything. Okay. And the judge took Diddy's people. Diddy's 40 fucking lawyers. Yeah, he has 40 lawyers in about 10 firms. This guy, different firms with 10 lawyers each. All of them trying to make sure this guy doesn't go to jail for the rest of his life like he deserves. Yeah. They asked them, did any of your 40 fucking people get on Twitter or say anything? The main ones are like, I don't know, Your Honor. Like, can I have a few minutes to maybe let me talk to them? There's a lot of them. The judge was fucking furious and demanded to know who leaked private, confidential information. And he said, I will confiscate everyone's cell phone and I will find out. And when I find out who did this, that person will be held in contempt of court and they will go to jail in the same cell as Sean Puffy Combs. Now, nobody knows what this information was. There's all these rumors and all these leaks saying it was this and that, but nobody really knows. Nobody knows. There's speculation that it was something TMZ said in one of the reports, and that somebody told that pussy-ass Harvey something, leaked it out to him. And it was said on TV, and the judge saw it and got pissed. This is a federal court. There are no cameras allowed. The shit's not supposed to be said. It's not supposed to be said, especially when they kick everyone out and it's only the lawyers and the judge. So the only one that knew what was said in that fucking courtroom about that juror was the fucking judge and the fucking lawyers. So no one else knew. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's how it goes. The judge even said, I am going to take the cell phones of all the juries and we're going to investigate and look through their text messages and emails because also they're not supposed to be saying anything. We don't know if juror number 7 or any of the other idiots decided to go tell their friends something about him and shit. So, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. So he goes, so the judge, they took a fucking few days. This was a lot of arguments. The judge was furious and they were asking for mistrials. Look, this is obvious. Diddy's fucking lawyers have realized that this guy is going to jail and there is nothing they can do to save his bitch ass. His pervert, disgusting, fucking, I'm burying you because I'm rich and famous ass. Go to jail, you pussy. Just like everyone else should. Yeah, who does this kind of shit. Anyways. Look. Straight up. Diddy was shitting himself. The lawyers were nervous. The judge is going to investigate. It took a few days, but they got the court back on track. They did show a lot of evidence. They showed a lot of pictures, a lot of people from the government talking about the evidence they found, trying to show the jury the money, the transactions, and shit like that. The drugs, the pictures of the drugs that were confiscated, and the beatings. Just showing the pictures and evidence to the jury. But eventually it did get to the point where they got down to business. And they showed the jury the tapes. Full-length tapes. Sitting there for hours. Fucking watching tapes. And I think that's exactly what was discussed. Was that maybe one of the jurors said, I think I've seen enough. I don't want to see whatever the fuck 3-4 hour session you're about to show us today. I think that's probably what was going on. And so, yeah. It's getting fucking crazy. They showed these guys the tapes and they said there was one, and I think that was juror number 7, who took off their fucking headset and put it down and went like this. But because the headset was off, everybody heard in the courtroom. And you just heard, take that, yeah, bad boy for life. Now you could just hear it. Everybody heard it. Everyone heard it in the courtroom. It was disgusting, they said, and appalling and degrading to all women that have ever been born, including the Virgin Mary, who supposedly Sean Puffy Combs prays to. Supposedly. I don't know, with this kind of behavior, I don't think he does, friends. I don't think he does. But that's just some crazy guy wearing makeup on the internet telling you this. You make up your own mind. All right? They continued, and they brought out another witness, and it was none other than ex-Syracuse college basketball player Brendan Paul, Diddy's supposed drug mule. This guy claims that he was fucking hired by Diddy and his people after the COVID happened, and they could no longer play basketball, and he could no longer make money playing college basketball and getting promotions and all his ass that they do nowadays, because they're allowed to make money now, the basketball players. So he decided to get a job with Sean Puffy Combs. And right away, they offered him a job of getting paid $100,000 a year. They said, well, what do I got to do? They said, well, basically, you just got to do whatever he asks. You got to follow him. Whatever he tells you to do, you do. If he sends you somewhere to go get, you fetch it, you come back to him. But make sure you're always with him because he's going to ask you to do something. And he said, well, that sounds easy enough. And so he did it. And then they asked him, well, what did this entail? Well, he worked 20-hour days because Sean Puffy Combs is on ecstasy and Adderall and cocaine mixed with fucking pink substances and shit shoved up his ass. And so this guy's always wired as fuck and never sleeps. So he needs shit all the time. Go get me the remote. I'm thirsty. Get me a water. Fuck. I feel like eating waffles with mashed potatoes and some melted cheese and broccoli on top of it. Get it done. And he goes and does it. But most importantly, this guy was instructed to always carry a Gucci or Prada or Birkin bag. Those are very expensive purses, by the way. They're purses, only pussies carry that around. But if you're rich and famous, you're not considered a pussy. You're considered a badass because no one else can afford that kind of shit. And so this guy was required to carry that ass around. And inside of it, there was condoms, lubricant, GHB, the date rape drug, ecstasy, the pink cocaine, weed, already pre-rolled joints. This guy wanted already rolled, motherfucker, and they better be perfect. You better use that little roller shit. I don't want shit from I don't want your fingers touching it. You better use that roller. And so use the roller and shit. Ecstasy pills shaped in the fucking face of Barack Hussein Obama. All right. This guy had it all. He even had the Plan B, an abortion kit, everything ready to go. And he had to carry it all the time, they said. Now, all of this sounds good, but I think the government fucked up by calling this white privilege pussy on the stand. Because this guy didn't help them at all. Yes, he said all the things I just said. And I'm not even fucking playing. I know it sounds dirtier coming out of a brown skinned man who's got gray hair, wearing makeup, and sounds like your fucking 80-year-old aunt and shit. But I'm telling you, that's what he said. Anyways, he said all those things. But on top of that, he also said he did them willingly. They asked him, well, you work 20-hour days. Were you ever tired or resentful? Or did you say this was like abuse? And he said, no. I was like I wanted to be a part of this world that they showed me. I mean, there was naked women and drugs everywhere. And everybody was having sex. And everybody was black. And I've never been around black people. This is exciting. And people had guns. And I always wanted to. I only seen this in the movies and in rap videos. So I wanted it. That's what he said. I wanted it. And then he fucking went along and he told the motherfuckers that, yes, he bought drugs for Diddy, but he worked there for years. And about the number of times he bought drugs for Diddy was about maybe 10 times. So that's not even a lot of times, he said. He said, I don't know how that's trafficking. And the government was like, God damn it. And then he went along and they said, well, will you work 20-hour days? Were you tired? And she said, no, I wasn't tired. I wanted to do it. I wanted to impress him. I wanted to show him that I could be just like him. I want to be bad boy for life. I told him I want to be part of it. Shit. I want to be doing all that shit. I want to prove myself like that guy with the umbrella. The guy from the umbrella was no longer working there. Remember that black dude with the umbrella? You know that motherfucker went through everything else that everyone else did too. But that guy moved on to better things once he was done here. And that's what this guy wanted. That's what he was trying to say. And he said, I looked up to him. He was my hero. Shit. And they asked him, do you think he's a criminal mastermind and a drug dealer and a prostitute and all this shit? No, I don't. He said, I don't think it at all. And then before they left, they asked him, wait, you work 20-hour days? how the fuck did you work 20-hour days all the time? And he goes, well, I mean, there was cocaine everywhere. Very easy to stay awake for 20 hours with cocaine. Aw, yeah.
Live.
So the government fucked up by calling this white kid up there because this guy just painted a badass lifestyle that he was happy and everything was badass with him around. He didn't see no beatings. He didn't see no rapings. He saw just fucking rappers and drugs and alcohol. You know, the way it is in the videos, he said. Look at him. Look how he arrived. Look at how he arrived to court, motherfucker. You called the wrong fucking person to fucking testify is all I'm trying to say. Oh, my God. Yes, Mason, Monday. But don't worry, this guy was probably playing Fortnite, high on cocaine and shit. God damn it. Doesn't look good for Diddy. After this, they did call a couple more fucking witnesses, mainly government experts that discussed text messages. But in the text messages, there was some damning evidence where who we think is 50 Cent's fucking baby mamas, who we think is 50 Cent's baby mamas, send a text message saying, I just saw the news and the video of you beating Cassie, and you know what? You need to start buying prostitutes and stop abusing your girlfriends, because I am seeing my own trauma on TV, and now I know you do this to all your other girlfriends. Please be civil and do the right thing. Go buy yourself prostitutes and stop doing this to your girlfriends. They showed a text message of his ex sending that to him because she saw the video on TV just like we all saw, which is fucking crazy when you think about it. There was another text message where Cassie got pissed and said, you know what, I'm tired because you never released my album, and for the past 10 years you've been using me like a hooker and shit. So that's it, man. Diddy's week number 6, if I believe I'm correct, is over. Next week, they're going to continue one more time with this expert saying more evidence. And then it's up to Diddy's team to bring whoever it is they're going to call to try to testify something good about this fucking dumbass. I don't know. Who are they going to call? His mom? His current girlfriend, Young Miami, who could probably be implicated because you know goddamn fucking well she was part of this molesting underage girls and shit and transporting drugs across the country. An ass. Who are they gonna call? Kanye West? I don't know. But since we are talking about Yeezy, let's get into the motherfucking Yeezy!
Plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answer.
I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Live.
My Yeezy has been like a hawk, and he's been showing up all week trying to get into the courtroom, trying to get on the stand to testify in defense of Diddy. That's right. This guy knows the lifestyle. We know because we listened to his brand new album, and in his brand new album, he clearly states that he likes having guys fuck his wife in front of him. And that's what he likes. And so does Diddy. But Diddy also beats them and sells them as prostitutes and does other illegal shit, which is why he's going to jail. But Kanye has been showing up to court all dressed in white to symbolize the light of Christ, as he likes to say. Yeah. It's Kanye's, eh? That's what he was doing this week. Oh, well, unfortunately, he did run into some issues while he was down there in the court. That first of all, they didn't let him in. They don't want to let him in. They don't want him in the audience. They don't want him there because, you know, he's going to start yelling, saying some shit like, you know, George Bush doesn't like black people. Not that specifically, but something controversial in that way. So they don't want to let him in. They know what to expect. I mean, look what he did with Taylor Swift. So you know what I'm saying? So they only let him into a room on the side where he sits down and there's a TV of it live. And so, but he's in the building, but it's in another separate room. So that's where he's been going. That's why he looks pissed. Because he's like, I don't know whether they let me in, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So they don't let him in. But while he was in there in that little room watching the TV, because he gets to see it, we don't get to fucking see it. We're not there. We just get to hear it on Twitter. This guy's unfortunately went into some issues. Not just that they didn't let him into court, but he unfortunately parked in a no parking zone. God damn it, Yeezy! And his brand new custom chrome / titanium Maybach Mercedes was hauled away. And when Yeezy came out of the courtroom after changing in the bathroom to his regular black attire, he was disappointed. But he didn't throw a fit. And some people speculate it's because he just bought a brand new Nintendo Switch 2. And he's having fucking fun with Mario Kart World right now. That's the game. Everybody, Nintendo Switch 2 is already outsold the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and the old Nintendo Switch. It's already outsold every system ever made. Nintendo Switch 2, by the way. We did have a couple of illegals jack an entire 18-wheeler and steal a bunch of systems, which is basically why we need to get them the fuck out of this country. But Yeezy is rich enough to pay for a Nintendo Switch 2 and reserve one. So he walks around and he was playing Mario Kart World. As you see right there, unfortunately, he did leave his copy of Legend of Zelda, the upgraded version for Nintendo Switch 2, inside the backseat of his car. Yeah, that's a $400,000 car, by the way. Yo, what up, Anthony Wyndham?
Live.
Cheers, motherfucker. I'm glad you got off early at work and you decided to join this band of vagabonds here tonight on a Friday evening. Thank you to Wokepack. Thank you to Mason, Super Saiyan Joku, Street Team Tony, Anthony Wyndham, Roast, and the rest of you motherfuckers. Timids, cheers.
Live.
Cheers, motherfuckers. But we can't talk about the Yeezy without talking about none other than Bianca Censori, his wife.
Live.
And God bless this woman, and God bless the God that created this woman and her natural, beautiful physique. And God damn it, does she not resemble Kim Kardashian, a young Kim Kardashian, before she got her fucking ass and thighs pumped full of whale and seal guts and all that fucking rubber shit that she's got pumped into her fucking boobs and shit? This is what a natural woman looks like. Wow.
Live.
Man, this is better than Chun Li, Mason. But Chun Li's back in the shop. That's actually kind of exciting for Street Fighter. Anyways, they could have made her sexier. Like this kind of sexy. I am convinced that Kanye sends her out to go shopping and sends her out with like, an unlimited credit card. Go shopping, but the catch is you have to wear this. And she's like, God damn it. And she goes, fuck it. And so she goes out. And so Kanye knows people are going to take pictures of this and they're going to be all over the news. And so Kanye just sits at home watching the news and he masturbates to this. Oh, yeah. Fucking Kanye's crazy, bro. And his wife's crazy too for living this kind of fucking shameful lifestyle. Oh, God damn it, Kanye. Take it easy, Gaza. You know we love you in this channel, you motherfucker. And we all, one day, we will be a world united under the Yay-Zay. Cheers. He says, not as good strongly. I think they put some more prosthetics in Chun-Li Spice and somebody, and I thought their butt was small and kept injecting themselves had a baby. This fucking guy. Cheers, Mason. Thank you for that crazy comment. All right, let's end this pervertedness with what you've all been waiting for in the fucking thumbnail. Yeah, that's right, my friends. Because finally, after years of everybody begging and wanting and needing to say, the paparazzi finally caught Billie Eilish in a two-piece bikini. Oh, yeah. Well, sort of. Because reality hits your face and you think, God damn it, she looks just like my wife. Not only that, but why is it every time there's a UFO sighting or somebody finally sees a hot chick we've all been waiting to see in their underwear, why is it they seem to have a fucking phone that is from the 1990s with a fucking shitty pixelated camera and ass? What in the fuck? Anyways, god damn it, I still gotta give it up to whoever snuck in close enough. And you know you know what? I will say this. You know, there's probably a real reason why this is really grainy. This is why it's grainy. Because I am disrespecting the person who took this. We should be grateful that somebody took this fucking picture. I'll just say it like that. I'm disrespecting the person who took the picture. The person who took the picture is not a professional. This was somebody who was probably skinny dipping at the beach or fucking somebody at the beach or doing something perverted at the beach. And they noticed that Billie Eilish was at the beach and they pulled out their cell phone. But they can't get that close. So they did this from very far away and they zoomed in. And when you zoom in, even with your iPhone 6 or 8 or whatever piece of shit number that company is on, because you dumbasses keep on spending $1,000 or whatever on buying a new model and shit. It doesn't matter if you're far away and you zoom in, this is how it's gonna look. So I can't shit on this guy, but I can very well shit on how little her ass is. Cheers! Nah. Alright, anyways, I don't want to shit on Billie Eilish. I like her music. But yeah. Don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, and all that ass and bullshit, motherfuckers. But we're done with the goddamn pop culture breakdown for today. Got a new beer here. Thank you all for being here. But we're gonna keep this show going with the goddamn comic book nerd shit. All right, let's keep it going. And I got you guys. First off, the first, finally, best look at Nicholas Gazzini, or whatever his Aryan fucking name is, as He-Man. He actually showed that silhouette one, but motherfuckers obviously know how to use Photoshop, and they know how to move the light, the curves. And so we get the best look of what he's actually gonna look like. And you know what? I was bitching and complaining last week about his little skirt because I wanted him in a Speedo and shit with fur on his cock. Like the fucking toy. But you know what? This is good. I like this. I think the skirt is still a little too long in the back. I would just snip the long little strip. I would snip that a little bit. Maybe the three long ones, I would snip those. That would be better. Maybe this guy's afraid. Maybe his balls are hanging too low. Maybe this guy is like really, his balls hang. Like really, really hang. They're not like a normal dude's. So maybe they're just trying to hang. They're just hiding his balls because his balls hang really low. That's understandable. I like this. I like how he looks. I was honestly worried about how fucking He-Man was going to look. And I like this. I like that his sword kind of, I don't know if it's just like magnet or if it's a thing that it slides into, but I like how it looks and shit. I like that he has gauntlets, and obviously he is going to have something in the front, something that crosses like that. I hope it's a Rosicrucian cross like that. Yeah. We'll see what happens. There is some bad news coming out of this because none other, god damn it, and I don't even want to say this, but Dolph Lundgren came out and he said, now, if you don't know Dolph Lundgren, because a lot of people don't, I hate this piece of shit. It took me a long time to understand what he was saying. He basically saying that he has some kind of fucking cameo in this movie. And shit. So he's gonna have some kind of cameo in this. And I hope they put the subtitles, because there's a lot of people that didn't grow up watching this idiot. I was forced to watch his movies. A lot of people didn't see his movies, so people might not understand what he's saying, you know, like if you thought Arnold was bad, this guy is worse than Stallone, and this guy's worse than Arnold. This guy is illiterate as fuck. He's been in this country longer than a lot of the immigrants in this country, and this guy can't even say hello and shit. This guy's a dumbass. Yeah. Don't worry, Timmons. Just get it away from the dick, Timmons. They don't want it near the dick. Cheers. I just peeked at what the fuck you guys are saying. You fucking crazy guys. All right, we're done with the fucking Dolph Lundgren and his dumbass. Listen, we're talking about dumbasses. Let's talk about the dumbass. None other than Jimmy fucking Gunn. This guy's a fucking dumbass. I'm telling you guys, I've been saying it every week. I like to repeat myself, but this guy is a train wreck. We're literally seeing the Titanic sinking right now. They gave him the keys to the Titanic. Warner Brothers, here you go. Here's the keys to the kingdom. Take us to victory. And this guy is driving it straight into an iceberg right now. It's on the way to the iceberg. They don't realize it. The fucking idiots. We over here in the underground broadcast and motherfucking woke pack, we're smart enough to see that this guy is driving the ship right into an iceberg. Fucking idiot. This week, he announced, unlike what he should be doing, he didn't announce a Batman movie or a Flash movie or a Wonder Woman movie. No, instead, this guy announced, oh, I finally found the perfect actor to play Clayface in the Clayface movie we are making. And it's none other than Tom Rhys-Harris, some fucking guy who was fucking deformed from birth because his mom's pussy was too damn tight. And when his face squeezed out of it, it deformed him and left him with all these like weird fucking like cheek indentions and fucking bags under his eyes and like weird fucking this forehead that kind of looks squared and shit. And James Gunn said he's perfect to be Clayface for my movie because instead of introducing Batman and Bruce Wayne, I'm gonna introduce a villain first. No, this is not the guy who plays Pennywise. This is not Bill Skarsgård. Skarsgård would have been better. But James Gunn's not smart enough to think of anyone as talented as fucking Bill Skarsgård. Instead, this guy says, I just want to look someone who looks weird. You idiot. Fucking dumbass. Look, this movie might actually be good. You want to know why? Because James Gunn actually did not write the script. Someone else wrote the script, and this guy approved it. He said, I like this. But that's also the problem, is this guy likes it. And so that goes to show you, if he likes it, then that's in the same line of work of what he does. And that might not be good at all. But that little hope that he didn't write it gives me a little hope that this might actually maybe be decent. But even if it is, how the fuck are you going to tell a story about a fucking guy who's a villain to Batman and don't even mention Batman and Batman's not even in it? Oh my God. Well, James Gunn has an answer to that because this week he went and did an interview in some fancy fucking magazine that people pay fucking $12 to buy at a fucking convenience store and then read it. And someone else posted on Twitter. So that fucking guy feels like a dumbass for paying fucking that much money at the convenience store for something that somebody already posted on Twitter. Luckily, we're not idiots. And we wait till somebody posted on Twitter and this dumbass answered the question. Because finally, there was a reporter that was smart enough and not an idiot cocksucking son of a bitch. And he asked a relevant question. Hey, James Gunn. How come you're introducing a Batman villain before you even introduce Batman? You idiot. And James Gunn responded, well, there's a real reason why I haven't introduced Batman. And the reason is because in my universe, the way I'm building it, I haven't found a reason for Batman to exist. Because Batman cannot just be a kid who his parents got killed and he's an orphan. There has to be a reason for him to exist in my universe. And at the moment, I haven't figured out what that reason is. There is no reason for Batman to exist in my universe right now. Fuck you, James Gunn. You piece of shit. You hate Batman. And you hate Wonder Woman and The Flash. And even Cyborg and Aquaman. And the only reason you made a Superman movie is because you were obligated to, because goddammit, it's fucking Superman. And I'm sure goddamn well Warner Brothers told you Superman has to be a movie you make. Period. But the only reason this guy doesn't like any of those heroes is because this guy's an idiot. He's autistic. He's a dumbass. And the only thing he likes is monsters and squids and robots and fucking raccoons and creatures and shit like that. Godzilla and ass. He doesn't like human characters. He likes monsters and bullshit like that. Which is why he did Guardians of the Galaxy. Which is why he did Suicide Squad, because they had a bunch of weird fucking characters nobody knew and shit like that. That's why he's doing Clayface and shit like that. The only reason he made Superman is because Warner forced him to. He didn't like human characters, and Superman is gonna be the worst fucking movie we've ever seen. It's gonna be a joke. Just you fucking wait. The Snyder... Oh my God. Back in the day, when pussy-ass He Who Should Not Be Named was on this channel, we found Zack Snyder's scripts for the following 2 movies and shit. We sat here and we read them and we went over them, and I'm telling you, it would have been far better than whatever fucking dumbass bullshit this idiot's gonna cock out of his fucking dick for us in the next couple of years. I'm telling you, Jurassic World, James Gunn's stupid ass Superman, and fucking Fantastic Four are coming out in the same month. I've kept saying it over the past year. Jurassic World's gonna dominate. Trust me. Jurassic World, 900 million. They're not gonna make $1 billion. But they're maybe gonna close to 900. I'm aiming at 900, but maybe it'll be close to it. Maybe 800, 700. But I say 900. Fantastic Four, 400, maybe 500. Then I'm talking about worldwide figures. This is like total worldwide. Fantastic Four, 400 to 500 million. And James Gunn, shitty ass Superman movie, is going to be a 200 million piece of shit. Barely, not even barely. It's not going to make its budget because this was a 300 to 400 million piece of shit. And that's not including the actual advertisement. This dumbass literally has to make $800 million to break even. And this movie is not going to make it. The dumbass. We're moving on from this idiot because I am sick and tired of embarrassing him with facts. Everyone else on Twitter's delusional. I don't know why. They can't see the facts. Jurassic Park is going to win. Marvel is going to come in even. Maybe they're going to lose some money. But James Gunn is going to get fired after Superman. All of his shit's going to get canceled. David Zaslav and Warner and whoever the fuck is in charge of all that ass is going to say right away, cancel everything. You just lost us $500 million. You idiot. And all your other projects you're currently filming, that's another $1 billion. So you might as well just end it right now. No more. This ends right now. Yes, we will never forget how bad Green Lantern was, Anthony Timmons. We will never forget. It should be a holiday. We celebrate the day we all realize that Ryan Reynolds was a dumbass for accepting that role, even after seeing the final product or how it was going to look like. Dumbass. Let's move on to some real ass. You know goddamn well I'm talking about Marvel. But this time it's Sony. Because guess what? Spiderman 1994. Apparently, we will finally find out what happened to Mary Jane. After, remember, she came back. The Green Goblin threw her in the wormhole. Spider-Man thought she fell in the water and died. And then later on, she came back. But then it turns out she was just a clone made out of water that the Hydro Man made. And Spider-Man had married her. And she wasn't even real. And so he was left. Where is Mary Jane? In the very last episode, Madam Web told him she's alive in the multiverse. I will take you to her. We will finally find out what happened, but it'll be in a comic book. Now, I'm not gonna lie, man. I haven't collected comic books in like, well, it's been like 6 or 7 years. I have too many of them, to be honest. But I think I'm going to get this. It's not gonna be like a 300 episode run. They're gonna be a few issues and shit. But I'm gonna get this because this is a good fucking nostalgia bait that I fucking took. They hooked me. Oh yeah. I tell you guys, I'm busy swallowing what they're feeding me. And it's fucking good. Oh yeah. And that's how I feel about this. I want to know this story. I'm all over this fucking Spider-Man 94. It was my favorite series. And I am going to fucking buy this because I want to know the continuation of this fucking story. And that's just my opinion, guys. All right. But moving on to some more Spider-Man news. Because we had already said how ridiculous all the leaks that have come out about Spider-Man 4. How all the villains, the Scorpion, Tombstone, Boomerang, the Tarantula, Mr. Negative. And I don't have the pictures here because I don't have time to include them. But we also have Mayday Parker, who's going to be fucking that little girl from Stranger Things, from another universe, being Tobey Maguire's daughter. Also in it. And apparently now they are saying, oh wait, hang on. I also don't have the pictures because I don't have time for it. But we all already said that they also theorized in the rumors that the Hulk and the Punisher were going to be in this. But now apparently the main villains will primarily be the Silver Samurai and Viper. Two villains that are primarily X-Men and actually Wolverine villains more than anything. But they're X-Men villains and have already been shown to us. And the fucking Wolverine movie where he went to Japan. This is insane. And I keep telling you, I think Kevin Feige is spewing lies so that these leakers, who are their insiders, they think it's real, but it's not. There is a possibility that all this ass that I'm saying, that Spider-Man Brand New Day, there's a possibility the Spider-Man Brand New Day will have the main villains, Silver Samurai and Viper from the X-Men universe, as the main villains. With the side villains being Mr. Negative, Tarantula, the Boomerang, Tombstone, and the Scorpion. And the people aiding Spider-Man will be Mayday Parker from Tobey Maguire's universe, because that's his daughter, and Punisher and the Hulk helping Spider-Man. Now, why is that even a possibility? It's because of the next couple of spoilers that I'm about to start telling you. I still think this is all lies. Everything that we've been saying in the past few months about Spider-Man, I think it's lies. I think the leakers have been fooled, and Kevin Feige is getting smart, and they're spewing lies on the internet to fool people. That's what I think. But to give them the benefit of the doubt, this could be true if, and I'm gonna really reach here. Check this out. The next couple of spoilers, I'm gonna connect them to this. If this is true, I'll connect it to this if it's true. But here we go. Keep this in the back of your head because we're going to come back to this. Here are the next real spoilers because this is rumors. Here are the next real spoilers. And the real spoilers is that fucking... oh, wait. We're going to come back. Hang on. I'm sorry. I actually have more Marvel spoilers. I'm fucking up left and right. But I have more Marvel spoilers. But we're going to come back to the Spider-Man ass towards the end. So just keep this in the back of your head. Because I can't because I'm high and drunk. Well, here we go. Here's some more leaks coming in from the Vision show that is going to start filming soon. Be shown to you next year. They're going to be called probably Vision Quest. But they're saying that Ultron will be in it. And not only that, but he will be in the very first episode. But here's the twist. Vision is gonna go to Madripoor. I don't know for what. Looking for something about his memories or some shit like that. Data or some dick. But when he gets there, he will run into Ultron. Except that Ultron will be in human form, you guys. Holy shit. James Spader will play Ultron again, but this time in human form. What will be the explanation? Did Ultron finally find a way? Because I always theorize that Ultron never died because he can't. Ultron is a program and he lives in the internet. And so there's no way for the Avengers to ever destroy him. There was no way. And so when they destroyed him, I'm like, he's out there somewhere. He's a program. He's out there online somewhere. So did Ultron find a way to finally make a human body and then fucking be in it? Because that was the point, is he wanted to have a physical form. It's going to be lame as fuck that he's going to be this fat, overweight, old as fuck James Spader instead of some buff fucking guy, you know what I'm saying? Some motherfucker like, yeah, brother. Yeah, so that'll be kind of lame as fuck. But I like James Spader. I ain't gonna lie. I think he is a phenomenal actor. And I like him. I like his mannerisms and shit. So we'll see how this turns out. This week, a Mexican TV channel showed a commercial for Little Caesars in Spanish. And in it, they showed the Fantastic Four fighting none other than Giganto from the fucking Mo-Man. He's like the fucking monster that the Mo-Man controls. And everybody has been mixed about this. Half of the people like it. Half of the people do not. They think that looks like fake and rubberish and shit. Also, some people claim this is just for the commercial and this will not be in the movie. I quite frankly think this will be in the movie. Because the rumor is that the movie will start off with a montage of them having fights and saving cities and adventures. Kind of like the way a TV show starts, you know, where like the Power Rangers and you see all their adventures and them fighting different monsters and shit. That's what you're going to see. And I think this is a clip from that. This is a clip from the montage. Since it's a montage, you don't need it to look fucking perfect because it's only a few seconds. In the montage, it said you will see him fight Giganto. You're going to see them fight the Mo-Man, which is going to be that Hauser guy, the one who played Richard Jewell on The Fucking Guy or whatever. And they're also going to see him, the Red Guardian or some guy, I don't know, that John Malkovich. You're going to see them defend and fight their villains from the comic books. You're going to see that in the montage in the beginning of the fucking movie. After you see the intro the epilogue, and then you see the Marvel, the that shit. Then you're gonna see some kind of fucking intro like a TV show starting, and it's gonna show them a montage of them fighting a bunch of battles. This is probably something from it. That's all I'm saying about this ass. Here is an actual fucking spoiler from everything. We've already basically spoiled the entire Fantastic Four movie, and with this that we're showing you is only confirming more shit we've seen. But here is what's on the thumbnail. Sue Storm will die in this movie. Sue Storm will die in this movie. And then little baby Franklin Richards will touch her face and bring her back to life. And that is a huge spoiler that no one knew up until now. That is a big, I know it's like, oh, big deal. That was a big detail that no one had been spoiling. And so, you know, this is a big deal. And the reason why this is a big deal, and you'll see in a little bit how this all ties together, even with the Spider-Man movie that we were just saying right now. This is all going to tie together. It's crazy. But here we go. Let's get into it. That was a real spoiler. We got Avengers Doomsday spoilers. I told you that Doom's plan, the only way he is going to control the multiverse and rewrite it is with Loki's power. Loki currently is the band-aid that is holding the multiverse together. He's just a band-aid. He sacrificed himself to sit there and hold everything together. Because if there's no one there to hold it together, it all gets destroyed. Because it's all supposed to get destroyed. It's inevitable. It's what Thanos used to say. It's inevitable. Alright? Now, I always theorize that Loki was going to take the place of the Molecule Man. Because in Secret Wars, the source of power for Doom is the Molecule Man. And so I thought Loki is going to be the Molecule Man. Well, according to these brand new leaks, I am wrong. Doom will need Loki's power. And he will go to the Citadel at the end of time and try to take Loki's power from the fucking throne. And all the heroes, Deadpool, Wolverine, and all the X-Men and Avengers will all be there trying to stop him. But he's going to get Loki, and he's probably going to kill him and take his power. It's going to happen. Because that's why it's called Doomsday. Everything ends. It's in the title. So Doom is going to win. But once he takes Loki's power and Loki is dead, he still needs a power source because the Molecule Man was literally a battery and he was in a little cage or whatever and he was always there by himself and he was powering Doom's world and everything. If he's killing Loki, he's gonna need a battery. So according to the leaks, Doom will have a new battery, and the battery will be none other than Bob the Sentry. Now you're saying, well, why didn't the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. You're right, it doesn't. But from the past leaks we've been saying all the past month or so, when the team of Avengers, which I have right here, travels to the X-Men universe to save Monica Rambeau, they will unfortunately run into the X-Men and fight them because they all think, oh, they're invading us, so they're going to fight. But at the same time, Doom, his plan is, Doom knows the multiverse is ending. It's crashing into each other, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. So his plan is to take Loki's power and make a brand new world after everything ends. Everything needs to be destroyed in order for him to be able to create something new. And he needs Loki's power to do that. But everything needs to be destroyed. And he figures out what we've already been taught in some of the past movies, that there are anchor beings. The anchor being in the X-Men universe was Wolverine, which we heard about in Deadpool, which was why the universe was dying. But he has a co-anchor being. And the other anchor being is Charles Xavier. So Dr. Doom's plan is to, I gotta kill the anchor beings so everything can die fast. Everything gonna die anyways, Doom says. Everything gonna die anyways. So I just have to kill these guys that are anchor beings so everything can die faster, and then I can just fix everything. Because it's inevitable. And so he tries to go and kill Charles Xavier. While he interrupts the fight between the Avengers and the X-Men, and he starts fighting all of them with Doom bots and, soldiers or whatever the hell he comes with. And he sees how powerful the Sentry is in that fight. And he says, this guy, I could use him. And because the Sentry is a fucking schizophrenic that doesn't know how to control his powers, Doom is able to fucking capture him. And so once Doom gets Loki's power, he will use the Sentry as the Molecule Man. He will put the power into the Sentry and trap him because he's vulnerable and can't control anything in his mind. And he's going to be the power source for the new world that he creates. But Doom still does not have the power to create a brand new reality. He only has the power to control realities like Loki. He doesn't have God powers. But he finds out or figures out that the Scarlet Witch is the most powerful being ever. And the one in the MCU is stronger than the ones in the other realities. And so his plan is also to get Wanda, to use her to create the new reality, to then give Loki's power to the Sentry to power that reality. Now, we had leaks months ago that said that when Wanda comes back, she is going to be the queen in Doom's new world. She's going to be his bride, and she was going to be a bad guy. Now this makes sense. But there is one thing everyone is all fucked about, and that is that, hey, Wanda is dead. She fucking died in her movie, The Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. Well, what spoiler did we just say earlier? Because none other than Dr. Doom at the very beginning. Actually, this is the end of credit scene of Fantastic Four, which we said a week or two ago. The end of credit scene of Fantastic Four is Dr. Doom holding Franklin Richards once Sue Storm leaves the room. Dr. Doom will steal Franklin Richards at the end of Fantastic Four, and at the beginning of Doomsday, he will already have Franklin Richards. He will use the baby to resurrect Wanda, and Wanda will be thankful that he resurrected her, that she will join him and help him create a new universe and be his bride. So that is Doom's entire fucking plan for Avengers Doomsday. That's the whole fucking movie, guys. But we have even more details. Because I told you that if all the nonsense we just said about Spider-Man is true, then they would connect somehow, right? It would connect somehow. And then Spider-Man sounds crazy. Spider-Man Brand New Day has been delayed. It used to come out before Avengers Doomsday. It's now coming out after Avengers Doomsday. Spider-Man Brand New Day has all these fucked up, doesn't make sense characters in it together. Because it's a brand new day or a brand new universe that Doom has created already. That's how it makes sense. Here's where it gets even crazier and they tag it in even more. The new rumors, according to these same leaker that said all this, says that Doom is trying to kill the anchor beings, right? The anchor beings for the X-Men universe was Wolverine, who died already, because the new Wolverine we have with Deadpool is from another universe. That's not the original one. And Charles Xavier, which Doom tries to attempt to kill in this movie. I don't know if he does. He might. I don't know. The leak doesn't say that, but he says that he goes there to kill Charles Xavier. That's why he's there. Then who are the two anchor beings for the MCU? Tony Stark is one of them. That's already been a rumor. It's going to be confirmed in this universe. Tony Stark is one of the anchor beings for this universe, and he died already, just like Wolverine. The other anchor being is going to turn out to be none other than Peter fucking Parker. Yeah, my friends. So, in this fucking movie, not only is Dr. Doom going to be trying to fucking conquer and create everything, but he is going to fucking try to kill Peter Parker. Which is why they delayed the Spider-Man movie, because this is all being written on the fly. And so now the Spider-Man movie, Peter is going to realize that, hey, there's a guy who looks like Mr. Stark and he's trying to kill me. And that's going to have a huge fucking effect on him. But by the end of the movie, everything will be rewritten in a brand new world. And he's not going to remember. He's going to be in a new world. And that's why you see all these crazy characters that we just talked about. That doesn't make any sense. How are all these characters in the Spider-Man movie? Doesn't make any sense. Now it makes sense because it's a brand new day. It's a brand new world that Dr. Doom created. And this new Spider-Man story is happening in this brand new world, in this brand new day that Doom created. That's what is happening here. Holy shit. Oh. Here is the last piece of details that I didn't have time to make pictures for. Because goddamn it, I work. I got all this shit to do. But here you go. He says, this is the leaker. Remember that invasion I mentioned earlier that Doom sends an army of Doombots and generals to eliminate Peter Parker, the last pillar of 616? Visual concept art currently in development show Doom's ship being a colossal planet-like circular structure with a mask sculpted at the center like him. So Doom is gonna invade from fucking with his own ship and shit. That sounds crazy. It says the storyline connects. See, Avengers Doomsday will connect directly into Brand New Day, which makes sense. That's why Brand New Day has all these weird characters. Because that's why it's called Brand New Day. It's a brand new day in a brand new world we just woke up in. And Peter doesn't remember because everything's normal to him. That's going to be fucking weird. It says, Peter will be in Doomsday with the film's delay. Now there's room to interrogate Tom Holland more deeply. They need emotional parallel between Peter and Tony Stark that Doom carries with him. There you go, guys. That is all the fucking leaks from Doomsday. And, dude, I genuinely think this is all real. This is all lining up. Everything is lining up with the Sony leaks, with the Marvel leaks, with the Fantastic Four leaks, and this is lining up with these leaks. This is all real. This is a crazy story that the fucking Russo brothers are coming up with. Look, I'm a geek, I'm a comic book fan, and I'm a nerd, and I 100% know all of this shit. But the average person might be a little bit confused as to what is going on. So this might backfire on Marvel. We'll see how that goes. But we're done with the goddamn comic book nerd shit. In fact, we're done with the goddamn show because I'm tired of ranting, farming, and being here like some kind of fucking Paul Herman fucking clown for you fucking guys at home, motherfuckers. By the way, thank you all for watching tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that ass. Oh yeah, but let me leave you for some life advice, some nonsense, and some ass and shit. No one is going to fix your problems, and at the end of the day, some problems might not ever get fixed, even if you try your hardest. The only thing you can do is feel okay. And no one can make you feel okay. No situation, no drug or alcohol or sex or person or feeling. The only thing that can make you feel okay is you. And it's all up here. Right? So once you make yourself feel okay, everything else, no matter how bad it happens or how bad it seems, it doesn't matter. Because up here, you're okay. So try to master the feeling and the act of being okay. Because when you're okay, ain't nothing in this fucking world gonna bother you. Cheers. I'll see you next week.
What the fuck, man? Fucking running like lady, eh?